This looks like Yahara's safe house.
Looks like they packed up and left already. Damn.
Looking for the one with the blue jacket? Stinks of black powder.
Sounds like them, yeah.
They left as soon as the dead came to first anchor. I tried to talk them into hiding with the rest of us, but...
It didn't work. They would have been found anyway. The dead are all over this place.
Said they were headed to Pack Harvest. Only way there is through jagged descent. You could still catch them if you hurry.
I'd best get going then. How come Ramaha was so much bigger than you?
Bigger than? Ramuha was a runt. Back in the Great Below, she would grovel in my presence.
But you still looked like a tiny fox thing.
Sandstorms would cease so I could pass. The sky would dim when I'd howl.
Then how?
Pardon?
I want to hear you. How?
Here they come.
Do those statues look like you?
They were probably inspired by one of my visits. I traveled to the above when the Great Below got too much to bear.
And who was taking care of all the dead while you were up here?
Arrangements were made. I may no longer be in the Great Below, but the processes of death continue. The door is still in place.
Then what was your job down there exactly?
You wouldn't understand.
We can cut. Enki, what's wrong? Whose temple is this?
My travels above came with a price, Nor. But others had to pay it.
Was that the arrangement you were talking about?
Yes. This temple belongs to Anaya, the goddess of life.
She's not here, is she?
Anaya's nothing like the others. She is compassionate, understanding.
She sounds like someone special.
Anaya's work always took precedence. It was her pride and joy.
Sounds like you didn't care much for yours.
I couldn't stay in the great below, and she wouldn't leave.
So you left her down there?
I did everything in my power to ensure that the cycle would persist. I can never make it up to her. I know that much. Might prove useful. I'll return. This climb is pretty steep. Are you sure Yahara came this way?
They probably picked the hardest route just to make me suffer.
Yet you're going after them all the same.
No choice. They're a sapper first, a bastard second. Duck what?
Hanshi! Your years above have been unkind, I see.
Who's talking?
There is no glory in killing you. Not when you're this diminished. Get rid of them.
Enki, is this some kind of sick joke? Knee deep in another mess, I see. Just get me out of here, Yahara.
Fine, cover your ears.
I never thought I'd be happy to see you.
The feeling isn't mutual. What are you doing here?
Fascinating. You're ruder than I expected.
Why is it talking to me?
Luca got your letter. He's camped down the road with Baz and Young, the Fort Master. We're here to help.
Never mind that. Wanderer's Rest is a ruin. There's nothing for the Coalition here. We should leave while we still can.
I thought the same about the peaks, but we still pulled through.
You don't get it, do you, Vanek? There was some kind of huge battle. A god took over Sybil. It's over.
You meet the others at the camp, and I'll take a look at the city myself.
Well, it's your funeral. And Vanek, thanks for saving my brother.
You're shaking.
I just thought something that looked like me had a gob boom at me from nowhere. I need a moment, all right? That thing up there. It can't be me.
It isn't. It's an ehakri. It's... Think of it like a reflection, made real by magic for a single purpose.
A coward's trick.
Your trespass has gone on long enough, Iron Sheep. You never did know your place.
He's only throwing his voice. A parlor trick. Ramuha's already dead. Return below, and I will spare you.
Ramaha always was a weakling, and you're very worth killing.
In the Great Below, he would have been hamstrung for his insolence.
You string him up. I'll do the cutting.
Bring it on!
I've got a bad feeling about this place. Stay on your toes, all right?
I tried sharing some of my stories from the above with Anaya once.
How did it go?
She was appalled. This world sounded so alien to her. She asked me to never mention it again.
You asked for it. me! Nice to see it brought back to life.
Please, have you any news from the archive? My brother was a scribe there and he was trapped.
That's not right. Yahara said Sybil was taken over to them too little damage.
Isn't that a good thing?
In a siege, the babies are the first to go. These walls should be at higher level. Let's keep your eyes peeled, all right?
Should we stop?
That smell. You know what that is, right?
I do.
No. How did this? How could this? Dawn is weeks away. How did they get here so fast?
Dukma must have marched his army underwater. Took Sybil's defenders by surprise. The rest was just...
The massacre. Fight me! That's too much, Elder. What's this then? I feel lighter. Calmer.
To think I was in awe of you once, Angie. Now you crawl like a rat through my domain.
I'm a rat now, Dukmar, but you were always a groveler.
Reduced to petty insults. How sad your state.
I was right to have never trusted you. Look what you did the moment you had one drop of power. On your guard.
I'll just take this. Come on then.
Find a use for it.
power you speak of built my new city.
Built? It's a ruin, Dukmar.
For my subjects, it is a reminder of the glory of the gods, a testament to my rule.
Your subjects are corpses.
There are enough of them left alive. They will breed, grow old, forget. In 100 years, I will be their god of gods. And you... forgotten.
a way back.
On your feet, Nor.
Bring a human to our fight.
She is my companion, Dukmar. Ramuhar died by her hand.
Detestable. Even now you won't face me. I will kill her quickly and take my time with you. For a moment's action, you will bow.
Come on then! Fight me and die!
No mercy, Dogmar. Not after what you've done.
Now you pity the mortals. He didn't pity you when he left the world in tatters. He didn't pity you when he put that shimmering cage around the door. Or he'd have made sure the dead couldn't get through it. Tell her that, see? Tell her before you die!
It's your fault. The dead getting loose.
You have to let me explain.
That's twice you've lied to me already. I need the truth, Enki.
You're trusting Dukmar's word over...
The truth!
When I fled the Great Below, I never considered that anyone would pursue me besides the gods.
You never thought they'd send an army to get you back.
It was inconceivable. The dead had never been allowed above before. The thought that Uru would...
Uru didn't put up that barrier. You did! And you half-assed it.
No.
And then you heard the coalition was too close. That the city was about to fall.
I couldn't be sure the barrier would hold. That's how I found you. You wouldn't have accepted me.
You let me think I'd freed the gods, Enki. You let me think I'd wrecked the world. Ever since I met you, I had to travel every step of the way, carrying every corpse with me.
You didn't ruin the world. They did.
And who let them out? The others should know about this. You owe them that much.
And what happens after that, Mor? What happens after that?
mother and father's fault. I should have...
Don't let them haunt you, Yahara. They don't deserve it. What news from the road?
You have not been killed. Good.
So you want worm food yet?
Everyone gather round. There's something you ought to know.
There is nothing I can say to make up for the harm they have done.
You, Death God. This is on you.
That's all we get. Half an apology for 10 years of suffering.
Do you know how many friends we had to bury because of you? How much we lost?
I can't undo my mistake. The power I had in the Great Below has nearly faded.
Then what good are you? I say we leave this coward behind. Who's with me?
Aye.
After everything, you still want him around? You're bigger idiots than I thought. No matter. Majority rule.
You send him away, he gets off easy. Is that what you want?
I want him to pay.
He will. By fixing the mess he made.
I thought you'd never want to see me again.
I didn't at first. But then... I thought how we started by killing 2 gods already. And how we're going to finish it by killing a 3rd.
We can't fight Uru. He is first among the gods. Dukma and Ramuha were nothing compared to him.
Ramahar and Dukmar couldn't survive a shot to the brain pan, and neither will he. But before that, I'm gonna need someone to breach the walls of Dawn. Enough firepower to take down an army. Armor to keep me alive until it's done. And a god to help me shut the door. Even if it's the last thing he will ever do. Who's with me?
I.
Unbelievable. You're gonna get me killed.
No rest till dawn!
No rest till dawn! So be it. No rest till dawn.
No rest till dawn.
No rest till dawn.
Been waiting for you.
You were awfully quiet back there.
You looked like you needed the help. You wouldn't have listened to me anyway.
Baz,
The ship's prepped and the larder's stocked. We're ready to go when you are.
no rest till dawn.
On the way back to Dawn, we hatched a plan to take back the city and avenge the Coalition. Facing Uru again feels like suicide. But maybe we stand a chance with the Death God on our side. I doubt Yohara will ever forgive him. I know I won't. But he's the only chance we've got. Nor and Enki have been talking a lot, making amends. I can tell the Death God is glad he's found an equal. We were in sight of the old Coalition lines when they headed off in the middle of the night. I knew better than to ask. God killing's their business, after all.